What's up, people of YouTube? This is Grow Me Something Mister. It is Saturday, May 9, 2015. This is a spring and summer garden update. Let's start with this bed right here. This is my okra and watermelon bed. Not much of an okra bed right now because I think it's just not warm enough for this okra to start growing. Watermelon's starting to kick as far as the plants. But check this out. Just to be crazy, I planted some basil. I don't know if it's supposed to be around this area, but I just planted it anyway, along with the onions that are growing along the rim here. They're actually growing, but check it out. This is ready for picking right here. Much larger than that, it can get hard. So I need to pick those. I have aphids or something attacking these bad boys, but we're going to see about cleaning this up. I need to get in this whole bed and clean it all out. So I've got a lot of it growing, as far as some seeds starting to pop up, but I think it's just not warm enough for it to really get itself underway. Watermelon is starting to move around. And watermelon, I'm just going to let them travel anywhere they want along the bottom of this bed. It's a small bed, it's 4x8. Watermelon, really, I should just put this like in the corner of the yard, but I'm just going to keep it here because it's higher ground. Oh, my bell peppers, my poor bell peppers aren't doing anything. Got some basil still, the onion and whatnot. But bell peppers just aren't growing. I don't know what's going on. I think they might have been attacked while I was gone to New Jersey. Who knows? Keep an eye out on it. This right here, this is my row of white eggplant. And let's check something out here. Let's show you what we've got going on. If you can see that. What? It's about 4 inches. And what? Yeah. We got another one over there, so that's several of them actually. The white eggplant, they're actually producing. Kind of surprised. The rest not really doing anything. This Black Beauty and these other types aren't putting out anything yet. They have flowers, but it's just the female flowers. And we're waiting. It's just the male flowers. I'm sorry. So we're waiting for the female flowers to start coming out. Looks like this one was trying to do something. Might have not gotten fertilized. So I need to do a lot of weeding. Keeping up with it a little bit by little bit, but really I need to go through here wholesale and just take out a bunch of the weeds that you can see growing. Alright, instead of looking at weeds, let's look at tomatoes, which some people say are like weeds. These little red bulbs here, Christmas bulbs, I took this idea from, I can't recall who it is on YouTube. He's got a popular channel, and he says to use red bulbs, and that will fool the squirrels, fool the birds to want to eat. Try to peck on that instead of pecking on your tomatoes once they start ripening. So we'll see. I have them out now so they can get used to seeing it. I had to cut away a couple of tomatoes because worms or something got into it. I say worms, I don't mean worms like burrowing worms, just caterpillars and whatnot that got into them. So they're getting a lot taller. They're about 3 feet tall, some of these plants. I need to go through, clean them out some more, and stake them a little bit better. Strap them in again because I strapped them in low and they've grown. This one here, if you recall, here's a little small thing that was almost dead, and he's growing, or she's growing. It's growing. How about that? Onions are still growing. Garlic, nothing happened with the garlic. They didn't do much of anything. This right here is my cucumbers. I have about 11, 12 plants. I should really thin them out to about 8 of them because they're going to start getting a bit overwhelming, and this is strapped in pretty good. But still, I don't want a chance for this to fall like the bamboo one did last season. Here's a couple of other watermelon plants that I've got growing, and I think these are going to be the other type of melon. I'm not sure what type. It's 2 different little fancy types, like a cantaloupe type melon. So we'll see if those actually get growing. My Blue Lake bush beans, I've harvested probably about a dozen of them already, maybe 15. Got a couple more that I want to harvest. And what I do is I head this plant and that one from starters. and then just got some seeds and just seeding the rest of them, because I want this ground here to be just saturated with plants, to not give much chance for other bad stuff to start growing, weeds and whatnot. So you see there's a lot of flowers. This is my squash bed, bean bed. It's got flowers, but this is the male type, not the female ones. They're not putting out anything. Do have some, waiting for them to open up. See how the flowers, if nothing else, the flowers I guess look nice. I don't know if these are the types that you can actually pick and cook with. I don't cook with it anyway, so I'm not even going to be picking it for that reason. More basil, onions, as I said, just starting to grow. This looks like it's a trailer, and I don't know if it was fertilized, but waiting on that one there. This squash, I don't know if this is a brown squash or spaghetti squash. Mixed up the seeds, I don't know. It doesn't really matter as long as it grows. The people at Renaissance Gardens will be getting it anyway, so they'll eat it regardless, I guess. And my white squash right here. You see I have a bunch of pods popping around. I have some over there. Sorry for this camera. This is one of those flip video cameras, and so it doesn't, it's HD, but it doesn't do a lot of unzoom or anything like that. It's just one way and that's it. So alright, let's go check out the rest of the garden. Although I did rake a bit more with my sand. I put down some grass seeds to try to get this to start getting populated. And there's some of the tomatoes I had to get rid of right over there. It's funny, there's a marigold that I just discarded over there, just the seeds, and it's growing there but not in my actual garden. So let's go see the rest of the garden. I wanted to check this out real quick. I planted my 2 satsuma trees, the ones that you've seen in the large buckets. I planted them, and unfortunately I only have just a handful of satsumas that can possibly make it. We had a big storm like a month and a half ago, and I think it just knocked down all the flowers and everything. This one has nothing. Okay, let's go see more. Who wants blueberries? What? Looks like that one's ready to go. It'd be nice if a bunch of them came out at the same time. This bush, basically the same as the other bush over there. I see a couple of them starting to go. I bet the bird's going to get to this before I will. It naturally happens that way. These are my kale. They kept wanting to bolt, I guess, and I kept trying to cut them down. They're just not producing out like they used to, so you know how it goes around here at Briardale Gardens. If you're not producing, you get cut out. And after you get cut out, I'm going to reuse this soil. And these plants, yes, they go into compost. So this soil I'm actually going to put in with these buckets here for the potatoes. As I understand it, you're supposed to put in, every so often, put in more soil for these potatoes to grow. So that's what I'm going to do. Those are going to get emptied. My pepper here, the food pepper, it's not doing much. I don't know. The peppers just aren't hitting it right now. Maybe it's just not hot enough. These things here, they're just slowly growing. I hear that they need a lot of fertilizer. These are the artichokes. My potatoes, as we just mentioned. Yes, yes, yes. This was nice here, and the bugs and whatnot started eating it. So, I don't know. Eggplant. I'm thinking about transplanting that eggplant to the squash bed. I don't know. What you think? Leave me a comment down below if I should transplant this thing or let it stay in this bucket. Maybe I can transplant this in one of the larger buckets. Give me your feedback. Let me know, please. My other 2 little satsumas, those are going to be staying in those buckets. They haven't outgrown the buckets just yet. My aloe plant. This is mint, peppermint actually. And this right here, my lavender. If you know what lavender smells like, take a deep breath. You know what I'm saying? That's dry that out and have nice scent for inside your house or wherever. So that's my lavender, hot and spicy oregano, and that's my parsley. I just cut it down and let it flower, do whatever. It's basically over with. So Not worrying about that too much anymore. Let's go check out the grapes. My trellis came down. I haven't fixed it yet. Guess I'm a lazy gardener. This is my modified compost bucket right now, because, like I said, the sand over there, my normal spots, I don't like this. I like to have full ground contact, which this one does not. So my iris bed and gladiolus, nothing else is popping out from it. It's just kind of there. It's a lot of green. It may take a season, I believe, for them to want to put out more flowers. So we'll see. If nothing else, I know that they're actually here. I know they're growing. And the grapes, last time you saw my video, I said I didn't know if those pods would be turning into grapes. I guess I have my answer. You can see there. Maybe I should cut out a bunch of these because the plant's so young. And you can see the thickness is maybe a ½ inch thick. But I'm just going to let it be. It's more than likely all these are going to just get eaten up by birds or squirrels or something anyway. So, you know, whatever. We'll see. See if, you know, I can get some of these grapes. Who knows? The trellis is, the vining is long here. And along the vine there's plants. There's one other thing I didn't get to show y'all. Let's go see that. Alright everybody, this is what I wanted to show y'all. Right here, the Alaska brand fish fertilizer. It's 511. And, I mean, I guess I could say it works. I've used it, my brother's used it. And, we've had good results with it. So, that's basically what I wanted to show y'all. That's pretty much the end of the garden update. I got a lot of work to do. I have to pick up a bunch of branches from my neighbor's tree right here. So, thanks very much for watching. If there's something that you want to see in the garden, if there's something that you want to see in the kitchen, a bread recipe or something, feel free to ask me and I'll see about making it happen. And yeah, look at all these grapes. It's starting to come up. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. Thanks for leaving comments. And we'll see you at the next video. So thanks very much for watching. This is Grow Me Something Mister. And remember, well, I don't have an exit line, so see you later, everybody.